Freddie and the friends of Meadow Hollow, in a peaceful little corner of the world, surrounded by tall, swaying grasses and sparkling streams, there was a place called Meadow Hollow. It was a lovely meadow filled with colorful wildflowers and trees that whispered when the wind blew. Living in Meadow Hollow were some of the most delightful creatures, and among them was Freddie, a friendly little fox with soft, red fur and bright, curious eyes. Freddie loved nothing more than spending his days with his best friends, Hazel, a sweet, caring deer who always knew how to make everyone feel at ease, Scout, a clever beaver who was always building something new and exciting, and Willa, a tiny bluebird with a big heart who loved to sing happy songs. Together, they made every day in Meadow Hollow feel like an adventure. One sunny morning, as Freddie was strolling through the meadow, nibbling on some berries, he spotted something strange poking out of the ground near an old oak tree. It was shiny and golden, and it glinted in the sunlight. "What's that?" Freddie said to himself, his curiosity bubbling up. He hurried over to take a closer look. As he dug around the object, he realized it was an old brass key, big and heavy, with intricate designs etched along its sides. Excited, Freddie ran to find his friends. "Everyone, come quickly," Freddie called out. Hazel trotted over gracefully, her big brown eyes widening as she saw the key. "What is it, Freddie?" she asked softly. "I found this key by the oak tree," Freddie said, his tail wagging with excitement. "Do you think it opens something important?" Scout, who had been working on building a new dam, wiped his paws and waddled over to take a look. A key, huh? It's gotta open something. Maybe a treasure chest? Or a secret door?" Willa fluttered down from the tree branch where she'd been singing. "Ooh, a secret door? That sounds fun. I love mysteries." The friends gathered around the key, wondering what it could open. Then, Scout noticed something on the ground beside the oak tree, an old, weathered piece of wood with an arrow carved into it, pointing deeper into the meadow. "Look," Scout said, pointing to the arrow. "I think this might be a clue." Freddie's eyes lit up. "Well, what are we waiting for? Let's follow it and see where it leads." And so, the friends set off, following the arrow through the tall grasses and blooming wildflowers of Meadow Hollow. The air was warm and full of the sweet scent of the flowers, and the soft hum of buzzing bees filled the air as they walked. The arrow led them to a hidden part of the meadow they had never seen before, where a small, sparkling stream flowed beside a big, ancient tree with a hollow trunk. The tree looked old and wise, like it had been there for hundreds of years. "This must be it," Hazel said gently, looking up at the towering tree. Freddie stepped forward, holding up the key. There, hidden behind a patch of moss, was a small keyhole in the trunk of the tree. "Here goes nothing," Freddie said with a grin as he inserted the key into the lock. With a soft click, the hollow tree's bark creaked open, revealing a small door that led inside. The friends gasped in amazement as the door opened to reveal a cozy, magical room hidden within the tree. Inside, there were shelves lined with tiny bottles of glowing liquid, maps of places they'd never seen, and a big, soft chair with a warm blanket draped over it. In the middle of the room sat a glowing chest with golden edges, surrounded by sparkling dust. Willa fluttered her wings in excitement. "This is like something out of a fairy tale." Scout waddled forward, examining the chest. "I wonder what's inside." Freddie stepped up and opened the chest. Inside, instead of treasure or jewels, were dozens of little, hand-drawn maps, each one showing a different part of Meadow Hollow, with notes scribbled along the edges. Hazel peeked over Freddie's shoulder. "What do the notes say?" Freddie held up one of the maps, reading the scrawled writing. "The true treasure of Meadow Hollow isn't gold or gems. It's the joy of discovery, the beauty of friendship, and the magic of everyday adventures." Freddie smiled warmly, his heart full of happiness. "It's right," he said softly. "The real treasure is this, the fun we've had exploring together and the memories we're making." The friends looked at each other and smiled, realizing that the greatest treasure they could ever find was the joy of being together. From that day on, they continued to explore the wonders of Meadow Hollow, discovering hidden spots and making new memories with every adventure. And whenever they felt like going on a new quest, they would return to the old oak tree, take out one of the maps from the glowing chest, and set off, knowing that the true magic of Meadow Hollow came not from what they found, but from the time they spent together.